This episode of After the Quiet contains personal experiences and discussions of coercive control, emotional abuse, intimidation, and isolation. Some content may be distressing or triggering for listeners. Hi, and welcome back to After the Quiet. This is episode 58. Today's episode is about something that doesn't get talked about enough. What happens when your support system starts to disappear? Not naturally, not because people drift away, but because someone makes sure they do. For most of our relationship, he had already been slowly cutting me off from my family, from my friends, from anyone who truly knew me. And at the time, I didn't fully see it for what it was. It happened gradually until one day I looked around and the only people left in my life were the ones he had allowed me to have. So when everything started falling apart, when I was going through one of the hardest times in my life, my circle was already small. But there were two people, two women, his cousins, and they became my confidants. They listened to me, they supported me, they saw what was happening, and for the first time in a long time, I didn't feel completely alone. But that didn't last, because suddenly this became a problem for him. He couldn't stand that his own family was hearing the truth. They were angry at him, angry that he had left, angry that he had walked away from me and our 3 kids, angry that he had chosen someone else. And more than anything, he couldn't stand that they knew the details, that they knew what was really happening inside our home, that they saw behind the version of himself that he showed the world. So, he did what he always did. He tried to regain control. One day, he called them. And he didn't ask them to step back. He didn't set a boundary. He threatened them. He threatened them for talking to me, for supporting me, for being in my life. And it worked. One of them called me, and I could hear it in her voice. The fear, the anxiety. She told me for her mental health, she couldn't talk to me anymore. She was afraid of him, afraid of what he might do if he knew we were still in contact. And I understood. I didn't want her to feel unsafe. But that didn't make it hurt any less. The other cousin, she stepped back too. Not because she didn't care, but because she didn't want to be pulled into it. He and his mother were known for family conflict, for drama, for cutting people off. And she had her own family, her own life. She didn't want to risk becoming the next target. So, just like that, they were gone. And here's what's so hard to explain to people who haven't lived this. Even though he had chosen to leave me, even though he had broken up our family, he still wanted to control me. He still wanted to control who I spoke to, who supported me, who stood beside me. And now, he had taken 2 more people from my life. But it didn't stop there. Because those women, they weren't just my friends. Their kids were my kids' friends. So in that moment, it wasn't just me who lost people. My children did too. And how do you explain that to them? Why they can't see their friends anymore? Why the people they laughed with, played with, spent time with are suddenly gone? There's no easy way to explain that. And what I remember most from that time was how it changed everything. Because now, it wasn't just about losing support. It was about how people started to treat me. I felt like I was wearing a scarlet letter. Like I had done something wrong. Like I was the one people who needed to avoid. But I hadn't done anything. People weren't avoiding me because of me. They were avoiding me because they were afraid of him. Afraid of the backlash. Afraid of the conflict. Afraid of becoming the next person he turned on. And that kind of isolation, it's hard to describe. Because it's not loud. It's not obvious. It's quiet. It's unanswered messages. It's canceled plans. It's people slowly stepping back until one day you look around and you realize you're alone. Really alone. And that's exactly where he wanted me. Because when you're isolated, you're easier to control. You start to question yourself. You have no one reflecting reality back to you. No one grounding you. And that's where I was. Alone. Cut off. And still trying to hold everything together for my kids. If you're listening to this, and you've ever felt like people are disappearing from your life, not because of you, but because of someone else's behavior, please hear this. That is not a coincidence. That is control. And you deserve support. You deserve connection. You deserve people who can stand beside you without fear. I didn't have that then, but I do now. And that's why I'm sharing this. So that if you're in it, you can see it. And maybe you won't have to feel as alone as I did. Thanks for listening to After the Quiet. Please remember to subscribe to this podcast and share it with others who might need to hear my story. And also join me on Instagram at after.the.quiet. If you recognize parts of my story in your own, please reach out to someone who can give you support, or look for that support in your community. You are not weak for needing help. You are human. Your voice deserves to be heard.